Yeah, we'll have to see if this works, because I haven't streamed on YouTube in a while. It probably will. Look at that. Simple as that. Simple as that. Look at that. Alright, let's check on this quality situation. I have no idea what the quality will be like. 720p 60, okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's hear it. 60, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, I thought that would go way worse. Let's link people this and see what happens. Yeah, I was worried for nothing. No problem. Nice. Alright, Gauss, hop it out for a minute, and I will live. First on YouTube for a short time, and then on Twitch. Bam. Posted. Now I will click that myself, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be over dramatic about this. I'm just assuming it's not going to work. Okay, so there is something unfortunate though. My chat collator doesn't work, so I'm going to pop out the chat and put it over here. Excellent. Galaxy Crusher and Night Slayer, welcome back. How you both doing today? And by welcome back, of course, I mean welcome for almost the first time in this current era of the channel to a stream on YouTube. That has not been a thing we have done in a long time. I think it's been like 8 months, give or take. I don't know. It's been a little while. It's been a minute. Greater Sea, welcome back. Nestlock West, welcome back, folks. How you doing? We are going to hang out for a little bit. I imagine that people have a variety of questions about probably a lot of things, actually. Possibly about what's going on with the channel, what's going on with streaming, what's going on with coffee, what is coffee, well, the platform coffee, I'm sure you know what the fluid coffee is, what's going on with FrameWork Battle Royale, what's going on with Warframe updates, probably a lot of things. Maybe even some Long John Silver questions, if people are trying that on the Discord. As a matter of fact, let me attempt a dig. Let me just attempt a dig on the server. We are not on Twitch too. That is against the terms of the affiliate agreement. If you are monetized on Twitch, you cannot stream on Twitch and another platform at the same time. It's not allowed. It's a breach of contract. You can stream somewhere else, like and not on Twitch, and then like stream on Twitch later. It's not like you can only stream on Twitch unless you sign an agreement that says you can't. Now, when people sign the partner agreement, I'm a Twitch affiliate. When you sign the partner agreement, Twitch does negotiate individual terms with various partners. So like, it's possible that there are partners who actually are not allowed to stream on other platforms. But like, there's no way to know that without just asking them. But I read my contract and I am allowed to stream somewhere else as long as I'm not streaming on Twitch. They do have their exclusivity policy. That is something that all affiliates and partners have. But yes, so we can stream here first, and then we're going to stream on Twitch. Most of the time we'll be on Twitch. Twitch is just a more healthy streaming platform overall. But YouTube has its benefits, and I have a much larger community on YouTube, of course. So I like to be on YouTube a lot. I enjoyed streaming on YouTube when I could before. And I think that the channel is healthy enough that it is okay to do that. Oh boy. That failed. Just bam slamming class worker. That's right. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I love it, Cortel. Welcome back. Cordy, I appreciate it. How you doing? Sora, welcome back. I'm doing pretty well. How are you? I am doing well. I've really been enjoying the submissions so far. I've gotten maybe 20 submissions in the past day or so. It's been pretty good. They've been fun. I've been enjoying it. So that's been a pleasant surprise. I have the ingredients for an ice-cold beverage here, ready to go. So we will make that and perhaps plug the the Patreon and coffee promotions a little bit. And I'm playing Gauss, which is always fun. And Zoop. And Zoop. And fan. And fail. But that's fine. And Zoop. And Zoop. And Zoop. And Yoop. And Yoop. Simple as that. Simple as that. Because I remember you were saying YouTube does bad things to your channel when you stream. Yes, something we can talk about. It is... It's not that YouTube deliberately does bad things to your channel when you... Ooh, this works well. Looks weird, but it worked pretty well. Nice. Gauss top tier for that that particular. Anyway, yeah, that was strange, wasn't it? What was that? Anyway, yeah, we can talk about that a bit more, about it being not that healthy for your channel to stream on YouTube, but it's like, it's always a trade-off, and YouTube's role is a reach platform. Ultimately, like, I make a significant amount of money off of YouTube, don't get me wrong, but like, it's still very significant to use YouTube as a way to like help the other platforms. That's its main role. And so I am absolutely willing to like allow YouTube to do technically less well, like in exchange for success on the other platforms. I heard... Oh. Hi, Callie. Hi, Callie. Do you want to say hi, Callie? Oh, people can see you. You're hiding. There you are. Hi. Hi, Callie. We're going to go down and see you. Hi. Oh. Good thing there's a rug there. Hi, Callie. Hi. What are you doing over there? What are you doing? What is that pose? That doesn't look comfortable. Oh, there you go. There you go. She is lurking. Callie, are you trying to encourage the people to lurk on the stream? Are you trying to teach them that it's okay to lurk? Do you like to lurk on my stream? Yeah, you do. Yeah. Hello. There you go. There you go. Callie, would you like to make a drink? Are you thirsty? You want some booze, Callie? She's like, yes. Please give a booze. Please give the booze. She is fuzz. She is very fuzz. She is fuzz. She is watching from the shadows. She is lurking. She is lurking. DePro, you said, why Taxon? Gauss's second ability reduces damage dealt to shields, and also gains you energy when you lose shields or health. It's kind of like Hunter Adrenaline, but also for shields. So Taxon's molecular conversion is a great way to give you shields. Taxon is very good. It's a very, very useful generalist sentinel. I think they did a really good job designing a sentinel that is good very early game, which is when you get Taxon, because shields are actually very significant early game, and then is also good later when you receive damage reduction sources that affect shields. Then Taxon ends up being really good too, which is awesome. Like that's great, and it's very simple. You know, Taxon is very simple, but it's good. It's not amazing, but in this case, what I want mostly is like a bit more sustain, and it kind of gives me energy too, because I have the effect from kinetic plating that gives me more energy when I lose shields, which is cool. Taxon and Hildren, yeah, of course you can do that. That's not bad. It's like kind of the same as energy, but of course you get more. Taxon and Hildren is reasonable. Personally, I really like using Taxon over like one of the Kubros. I forget what species. I think it's Roxa. Can restore shields as well. But Taxon as a Sentinel can also have Guardian, which is not something I normally use on Taxon, but is something that can be very good on Hildren. Obviously pretty ridiculous on Hildren. So you could run Guardian and Molecular Conversion, whereas the, I believe Roxakubro precept that restores your shields, that's great. It's kind of better shield restore than Taxon overall, but you can't use Guardian with it, so I think for Hildren, Taxon is probably better. Most of the time. MOAs are really interesting too, though, because you can run Guardian and then also run calculated, or sorry, not calculated redirection, link shields, and then the MOA will have like a million shields. So I think that's kind of cool. New Nightwave video, big twists and spoilers ahead. Shall we watch it? Should we watch it? Or are people worried about spoilers? The cat paid good coffee money for that drink, Zandy. You're not wrong. Dominic, you said no Twitch. It is a breach of contract as a Twitch affiliate to stream on Twitch and another platform at the same time. You are not allowed to. It is a breach of contract. We are going to stream on Twitch after this. What do you think about Jijin and Infinite Revival? It's good, but only when you actually need that. A lot of the time you don't need that. Most Sentinels have 4 lives, and that's plenty. For most missions, it's just not helpful to have a Sentinel that revives itself infinite times, because it's not going to die 4 times. But when it's very good, it's very good. It needs to be a situation where you need it, you know? And in most loadouts, you definitely don't need it. Like that meme Oberon, Couch Potato Oberon. No, for that you want your Sentinel to die. You actually need to not use Jin. You need to use Sacrifice and not regen. So your Sentinel can try to revive you, get killed while doing that, and then not come back. That is a build. The infinite downstate Oberon. It's not a good build, but it is a build. That is a thing you can do. I'm going to make myself a beverage, and then we will watch the Nightwave trailer together. And you will ignore my zit on my neck. It makes me very sad. So while I'm making this, I will talk about what it is and also the delicious Ko-fi and Patreon promos. Yes, as much as I want to celebrate hitting 30k subscribers here on YouTube, which we have not done yet, we're pre-gaming. That's right, we're pre-gaming for the subscribers, for the 30k subscribers, which is why we're doing FrameWork Battle Royale. If you haven't seen that, then you can go sign up for it. It's my most recent video, and essentially it's just a buildcraft loadout competition where you're going to make your own framework and send it to me on Discord and hopefully win. But it's going to be hard because there's a lot of good ones already and quite a few submissions. So in addition to that, I'm also helping support the people that support me on Patreon and Ko-fi, because that financial support is why I can spend so much time, most of my free time, doing bigger events like this. So if you are a $9 supporter on Ko-fi or Patreon, I will make you a custom mixed drink at your request, and we will just screw in our carbon dioxide tank and attach our plain water to whip up some sparkling water. Get that hiss. Ooh, baby! Delicious. We're going to let that sit for a minute, then we're going to shake it a little bit, because it's carbonated, and what do you do with carbonated things? You shake them, obviously. No, because it's saturated with the carbon dioxide gas, you want to shake it up so that it gets incorporated fully. Or more of it like dissolves into the water. So we'll give that a shake. There we go. Now we just let that sit for a little bit, and then we'll let it decompress. It's a little bit more carbonated if we wait. Now, of course, if we're going to mix a drink, we also have to mix a drink. So we need Boston Shaker and a jigger. But of course, we will not use the small half of the Boston Shaker because it's more fun to use a clear glass. Look at that, totally airtight. Beautiful. We'll just get that off and mix. Okay. First ingredient will be, this drink is going to be a basically like a Tom Collins, so like a typical citrusy gin drink, but I'm gonna make it without gin. So it's gonna be like an adaptation of that type of drink that does not use gin. So to do this, we're going to combine some other drinks. So this is not Bacardi Dragon Fruit. It is white rum that is infused with mint leaves. So it's kind of like pre-minted mojito, you know? So I'm going to add, good portion, like 2 ounces, we'll say. It smells incredible. Incredible smell. You get that like that sugary note from, you know, the rum, the fermented cane sugar, but then also the mint is really, really fresh, especially incorporated this way, infused into the rum, and it's just much easier. Like if you like mojitos, this it's worth it. It's really good. So we got 2 ounces of that. So that would be gin. So we have sort of a floral note. Then we're going to use what would be simple syrup. Now, I often don't put simple syrup in my Tom Collins. I'm going to use this ginger liquor. This was my partner, Anna. Her brother brought this as a gift for us. It's this very perfumey ginger liquor. It's awful by itself, but we will add some of this. It's very sweet. It's just like really, like it hurts my nose. It smells like good, but it smells like perfume, you know? It doesn't smell like something you want to drink, but it is very sweet and it's very syrupy. So we're going to use this as like our simple syrup. So we'll get about, I don't know, again, we're making this up. So like maybe an ounce, three quarters of an ounce, not an ounce, not an ounce, 3/4 of an ounce. Yeah, that's very syrupy. Okay. As I get rum all over my keyboard and table. That's fine. There's already plenty on there. Then we're going to add our citrusy elements. So I'm going to go get the chilled lime juice from the fridge that I just fresh squeezed a few hours ago. I'll be right back. And then we will mix. Always use fresh citrus. Do not use not fresh citrus. That is awful. That is a cardinal sin. Fresh lime juice. Squeezed this an hour ago, I'll have you know. This is 1 lime's worth. It's like around 3/4 of an ounce. I don't measure these things. What are you gonna do? Waste like 1/5 of the citrus fruit? What are you gonna do with the rest of the lime juice, you know? I guess you could just drink it. You could make a quick lemonade or like a pressé. Oh, so good. So sour, but so good. Fresh lime juice. You hear that? Good. Excellent. And finally, last component. Technically, we have the base components. So we have a spirit, so it would be gin, but we're using the white rum with mint. Syrup, it would be simple syrup, but we use ginger liquor instead. And a very strong acid, so it would be lemon in a Tom Collins, but we're using lime. So we kind of have a mojito too, because we have that white rum with mint, and then we have the lime as well, and a simple syrup. So it's sort of like a mojito. So I'm pretty convinced this is going to be good, which is why I think we should kind of play with it a little bit more and add some Cointreau. This is high-end orange liquor. It's delicious. This is one of my favorite fluids drinks. I don't drink it straight, but anyway, it's very good. I don't know, like 3/4 of an ounce. I love Cointreau. I could just drink this. I really could. I don't, but I could just drink this. It's so good. There we go. Excellent. So now this drink is relatively high alcohol by volume. Please drink responsibly. So we are going to be diluting it by using the sparkling water that we prepared before, right here. So we'll let that out. Delicious. Pop that open. There it is. Nice. As it drenches most of my setup. Again, totally fine. Happens before. But of course, we can't mix that in. We need to mix this up first, which means we need ice. I will go get ice. And of course, we need fresh ice for the drink. So I will divide the ice. Plop, plop, and plop. We'll leave that there. Take our drink. Yep. Yeah, you get that nice little window. Not much of a color, of course, but it's that nice and cold. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Ooh, that's good. Okay, wonderful. So we have this. We'll take our strainer, add our ice. Fresh ice. Don't use your mixing ice because it'll over dilute it. Oh, you can see that. I don't know if you could see that in the camera. All the condensation from the super cold or sublimation. I forget. Of the super cold fluid hitting the air. Oh, oh, so good. Oh, it's strong, but it tastes good. You know why it's strong? Because I didn't dilute it with the sparkling water. I was like, that does seem a little strong. There we go. So now we will top with sparkling water. For the traditional Tom Collins. Oh, so nice. So nice. We should mix it, but who cares? So, oh, there we go. That's so refreshing, and it really airs out the mint. Ooh, and the citrus. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, excellent. Now that we have a refreshment, we can fight on. Glorious. Let me just get my beverages out of the way. Hello, Mowers. Callie's like, you didn't make me one too, you asshole. Wah, 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 wah. Hello. Hi. Hello. Oh. Oh, she is angsty. Meow. Wow. Wow. Okay, excellent. We are done. Thank you for your patience, folks. We have mixed the glorious drink. So, if you would like to enjoy your own mixed drink of the highest caliber, designed by me, that is a little bonus that I'm offering people at $9 a month on Ko-fi or Patreon, which are both in the description. And if you support me at any amount on those platforms, I'm giving you a whole video. It's a whole face cam video about anything you want that goes up on my second channel. Obviously, it's fine if that's not something you can do, but if it's the kind of support you're capable of giving, it does go a long way. Let me catch back up in chat. What made you decide to do part of the stream on YouTube? That is an important question that I will answer. We will look at the Nightwave thing, but let me do a general mission so we can focus on catching up on chat, because there are still plenty of questions, and then I will get to the Nightwave part, because I'm pretty excited to see it. But I know some people will also want time to avoid spoilers. So, right, why are we here on YouTube? Oh, this is so nice. Oh, good. Probably should have measured the dilution, but it doesn't matter. Measure your alcohol, not your mixers. You should still measure your mixers, but don't have it be a mixer. Make it a drink anyway. The reason that we're on YouTube for a little bit is a few things. So first of all, we just launched the contest, and I'm sure that people are a little bit confused about various things. I would imagine that there are a number of questions that will come up. I thought a lot of them were maybe a bit obvious, and I tried to head them off in the video. But I'm sure there will be less obvious questions. I have had a few questions that I didn't expect. So perhaps that will come up here. I hope so. I can provide an environment for people to ask that. And by streaming here right afterward, we can offer that. Another reason for us to stream around now is Twitch partnership. So one thing I'm going for this month, along with everything else, there are a lot of things going on this month, but along with everything else is Twitch partnership. I've gone for Twitch partner once before, and we missed it by only a little bit, just by 1 or 2 concurrent viewers. Basically, you need 75 concurrent viewers on average, and that is an amount. And we were literally 73. which is a bit of a shame because, again, it's like obviously we have it, but they got to draw the line somewhere. So one of the things that I did not do when we went for partnership last time was stream on YouTube first. You can kind of boost your view count and help it along by rating yourself, simply streaming somewhere else first and then going to Twitch. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I can't do this too much because some people don't want to watch streams, and YouTube is also not very nice to streams, which is silly because they would want you to stream to be competitive with other platforms, but it doesn't react well to streaming, which we'll talk about a bit more. I know somebody already asked about that today. What's the deal with YouTube not behaving well with streams? We can talk about that, but long story short, what you need to know for this question is that it doesn't, and so because it doesn't, it's very important not to stream too much, or at least to make sure you have a lot of videos coming out. So I wanted to wait until I could make a lot of videos. This month I have a lot of free time. I essentially have nothing planned this month, except making content with you all and trying to get partnered. Because that's really important. I'm kind of at a break point in my career where, like, I'm about to be making enough that I could do this as the only thing that supports me, but I'm not yet, and it's been a while. Like, I've been pushing for this for a while. I'm running out of money, so I want to push, you know, I want to give it the time it deserves. My approach has always been to kind of meet you all 3/4 of the way and say, you know, you don't have to support me and then I give you the content. I will do my best to just make the content. You don't have to support me, like, first. I'll do it and have faith that it'll work out, you know? But of course, technically, that does mean it still has to financially work out at some point, which, you know, it's been a little while. We had some setbacks. It's not because of all of you. There were just some setbacks, which is fine. That's expected. I mean, for goodness sakes, it's not purely based on merit. You don't succeed just because you're good. That's just what you have control over when you succeed. Which, you know, it is what it is. YouTube. You know. So that's why I'm pushing to Twitch Partner. That will be a big financial support for the channel, and it will really allow me to not have to focus on that. I'll be able to focus just on doing whatever we want to do, rather than focusing on, like, making things sustainable. I don't want to focus on that because I want to focus on what you all want to see, which is likely not that. I would imagine. So I kind of want to get it out of the way, if you will. And also to celebrate Twitch. Like, I do have a lot of new features in the works. The other reason is to plug Twitch. I never really talk about how I stream all the time, like 3 to 5 times a week for the past couple of years, and yet I never talk about it, you know? I enjoy it. I am trying to do something different with streaming. I don't like most streams, and I'm trying to make it entertaining in a different way and really interactive and focused on what people want to hear, rather than just, like, sitting around quietly playing a video game. No, go back down. I'm sorry. Back down. Yes. Go back. We can do it. Yes. I see you. Come to us. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Follow my missiles. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, so that's why. I hope that makes sense. And again, we could talk a little bit more about like what the deal is with YouTube not behaving so well with you streaming on it, which is the thing they offer. So why does it make your channel do less well? You know, I mean, the short answer is YouTube is a bit messed up. YouTube's not a good platform at all. It's just like they have a monopoly, so they don't have to be good. And I'm really, really hoping that that changes because it's kind of a pain. So we'll see. Anyway, you all are worth it. We'll use YouTube even though it sucks. Mandalorian Shepherd, glad to hear from you. Sneaking in and out on my way back to work. Nice. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm sure you're gone already, but thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oddly, the regulars are at somewhat at a disadvantage in this contest because we've already been sharing our best ideas back and forth with you. Yes, but you are totally better at making builds, so you have an advantage too. Popscur, you said you ever drink vodka waters? You mean like a vodka soda? It's a little bland for me, but you can make them really tasty. A really good way to make a vodka soda really tasty is to add like an airy note. So I have I infused some vodka, just like basic, not even that good vodka, with strawberry and basil, and that with carbonated water really aerates the ingredients you put in it, and it doesn't taste like much, but it's pretty good for you as alcoholic drinks go. Like, it's not like full of sugar and stuff. It's not going to spike your blood sugar. and it is pretty tasty. Like you have to like, a more bitter note in your drink. But if you like basil, like fresh basil and strawberry, that's delicious. I drink that all the time, just like half vodka, half soda. It's great. I mean, for goodness sakes, I own a carbonator, so you can tell I like to put carbonated water in things. I like me some carbonic acid. Do you mean spicy water? If that's a reference to that one Korean drama, then I know what you're talking about. So yeah, I'm not streaming on Twitch because it's a breach of contract as an affiliate on Twitch. Are you trying to cool down Gauss's engines? I thought that was a next level joke. No, he's making fuel. I was going to say, no, we're going to pour this into Gauss and light it on fire. It's got plenty of alcohol in it. Everyone go to Pluto right now. You mean for... YouTube, please stop buffering. I know, right? Gotta self-raid. Love it. YouTube loved streams when they were new, though. That's true. Puffscare, that's absolutely true. When YouTube first offered streaming, they plugged anyone who streamed like crazy just to bias it, but they not anymore, Personally, the YouTube streams are more real-time than Twitch. It might be because I'm using a phone, but I don't know. YouTube does actually offer like a slightly better latency option than Twitch does. I'm using it right now, and it should be that interactions are just about live speed. We'll have to see once I catch up on chat, but but yes, that is a thing. Twitch actually did recently start offering a quicker latency option as well, and I am using it, but I only turned it on like a couple of streams ago. And I am often going back through chat, so how much that matters, I don't know, but it's good for reactions. Aranko, thanks for stopping by. Thank you for watching. We're not going to get it today. The application process takes about 2 months. So what this means is that I'm going to need to maintain that view count that I need for a month, for all of September, and then at the end of September I'm going to apply, and then it will take most of October for them to process the application, and I'll find out if I get in or not. So we need to maintain that view count for 2 months, which is not easy. Maintaining a consistent anything for 2 months is not easy. So I don't know. I think we'll probably get it. I was pretty sure we were going to get it last time, but anyway. Again, it's like, it's not the end of the world if we don't get it this time. It's just like, wouldn't it be nice to have that out of the way? That's more what it is. It's not the end of the world. I can try again, it's just to get it done, Interception sounds fine, actually. Okay, still catching up. Zandy, how do you get good as a Warframe YouTuber? Actually explain your tech. Don't waste a lot of time on talking about your channel. You should always structure, well, my opinion anyway, is that if you want viewers that actually care about what you're talking about, you should structure your videos by assuming that the viewer doesn't give a crap about you until the end of the video. If someone watches your entire video, you'd be surprised how infrequently that happens on YouTube. Well, on Twitch too. So if somebody watches till the end of your video, go ahead and plug stuff like they probably care. Those are the people that care. But at the beginning of your video, I watched, well, I mean, I don't willingly watch, but as an example, something to learn from. I watch YouTube, surprise. And one of the channels I watch is a Magic the Gathering channel that will remain nameless. And this YouTuber spends the first 2 entire minutes of every single video reading the exact same script where they say, make sure to like and subscribe, but they say that very long-windedly, and support me on Patreon to support these videos and the content that you enjoy. And it's like, dude, what content that we enjoy? What content that we enjoy? There hasn't been any content yet. Give us the content and then ask us to support the content. What the hell? Anyway, so I don't know. That's incredibly obnoxious. I just that channel does well. The thing is, there are plenty of people on YouTube that will just do the thing if you say the thing. If you say smash like, they will smash like because people just do the, there's a lot of young children on YouTube too. And it's fine for that to be your niche, but I'm telling you, as a creator, as a human being, you don't want those people to be your audience. You want people who have standards and really care and will react to what you do. And if you invest in that, it's not an easy time. It's a lot of work. But the reason that I'm kind of a little angry and sort of passionate about this topic is because I really think that people don't care about this at all. Like, people don't understand that this makes a difference. And one of the things that made me want to start a YouTube channel in the first place was actually my frustration with other people doing this with their channels. I wanted to see if they actually had to do that, or if nobody had tried to do it a better way. And the truth is, people just default to doing it that way. It's not that you have to. There's loads of ways to run a channel. And if you shape your community, if you run your channel in a way that shapes your community to be something specific, it will be that thing. Like, our job is called influencer because we have influence. You know, you can make your career be something good. You don't have to have a toxic community. It's not like, it's easy to say, oh, YouTube is just, comments are just toxic. It's like, mine are not that bad because I shaped my community so they wouldn't be, you know? Anyway, I mean, mostly I say this to say, like, credit to all of you for being a great community and really picking up what I'm putting down. None of this would matter if there weren't any people out there that wanted to be this way, you know? But there apparently are, and I really appreciate that. So that is my advice. Care about your community. Do not think about your viewer. Like, make your video as a viewer. Don't tell them what you want to do. Do it from the perspective of what they want. And people will care about that. People will appreciate that. People will pick up what you are putting down. I had a lot of people tell me when I was just starting out, of course these were just commenters, like people that don't know anything about what they're talking about, but still a lot of people. I frequently got comments that were like, you're gonna have a really hard time structuring a channel this way, but it's really noble of you to do that. No, it's been much easier to run things this way because I don't have to deal with all this garbage, you know? Anyway, so forgive me for being a bit firm-worded about that, but that's what I recommend. That is what I recommend. Follow the sound of my automatic missile launcher. I know, right? Time to want to die. I need to get an Argon. I'm following you on both Twitch and YouTube, but because I live in EU, I miss them most of the time. I am going to vary stream times a little bit more. One of the reasons that they're as static as they are right now is, again, because, like, it's punishing to not get a high view count, excuse me, reliably. But once we're partnered and I don't have to worry about that, I can just stream whenever. And I would love to do that because I want to connect with the people that don't normally get to see a stream. That's a really nice breath of fresh air for our community, you know? Manix the Magician, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Welcome aboard. YouTube ran to people already watching YouTube, forehead. Yeah, well, no, it makes sense. It does make sense because a lot of people don't understand that communities can have standards. That is not a silly thing to do. It's not redundant or stupid. It's my channel. I can influence however I want. Deal with it. What other site are you streaming on? Because the chat is dead for me right now. No, I'm not. We're just here on YouTube. We're just pre-streaming. We're gonna go to Twitch afterward. Anyway, we're gonna have to go check out that derelict thing. Astas, you said, hey Zadie, what happened to Twitch? Nothing happened to Twitch. You are not allowed to stream on Twitch and another platform at the same time. It's a breach of your contract as an affiliate. And so I'm streaming on YouTube first, and then we're gonna go to Twitch. I watch YouTube. Sounds fake, but okay, nice. Is the Magic Gathering YouTuber Merchant? No, I actually rather like Merchant. I think he does a good job not wasting his audience's time. He gets right to the point. He doesn't spend forever on deck lists. He talks about what the video is about right away. I actually like Merchant. I don't watch a lot of Magic the Gathering YouTube. I don't watch Merchant that much. But I think he's quite nice. Since you mentioned him specifically, I actually think he's rather nice. Have you checked the new Nightwave missions? I have not. That's what I think we're going to spend most of today doing. I'm going to finish this wave, and then we will, I'm caught up in chat, and I will, move over to Nightwave. We'll probably move over to Twitch, too. I haven't gotten any questions about the thing, and just as I said that, there's a question about the Battle Royale thing. Excellent. Yeah, I'll talk about that. Well, Tiger Striped, I mean, think about what I said. I mean, I was accusing people for spending 2 minutes at the beginning of every video plugging themselves. Does Merchant do that? Like, no, he doesn't. Is this going to be a thing from now on? Streaming on YouTube before Twitch? Not from now on, but for a little while, yes. I am doing this so I can help myself get partnered on Twitch. So we're going to be raiding my own channel for a little bit, and that will be for like a month and a half or so. I'm going to try not to do it too much because, again, like it's really bad for YouTube. And we'll talk about that a bit more. I understand people don't know what I mean by that necessarily. So we'll talk about that. But yes, I will be doing it for a little while, just not all the time. It's really, really bad for your YouTube channel. It's a very bad idea, but it doesn't pay off in the long run, but it's something you can kind of use your momentum to power up another platform for a little bit. It's really, really important to... It's really important to use it carefully. It's a useful tool, of course, to plug yourself, but it's important to use it carefully. Any chance you'd be willing to drop the name of this mythical Magic the Gathering non-tent peddler in the Golden Saloon or somewhere less public, just for curiosity's sake? No, like, they're well known enough anyway, like, I don't want them to get one more view from me. So, no, you know. But, let's just say if you watch people who are popular in the Magic the Gathering YouTube community, you have watched this person. They're very well known. Unfortunately, they're doing very well. But I don't want to. I want to use them as an example, but I don't want to actively hate on their channel. Like, as much as I dislike it, me saying like, this thing is working really well for you, you shouldn't do it. Like, you know, like, yeah. Anyway. So yes, Aaron, let me answer this question. How do you plan on screening Battle Royale regarding good on paper versus good in actual gameplay? So far, that actually has not been a thing. But as stated in my video about the contest, I directly said that the build has to be practical. If it's not practical, then I don't care. It being interesting theoretically is not what the contest is about. It's about making something that is actually useful in normal gameplay. It's not about making something that does something cool in the simulacra. That is directly the content of the competition. So I will be very aggressively screening that. I haven't actually gotten any of those yet. I haven't gotten any builds that were like, this is not practical at all, but it is like cool in theory. But those would immediately lose. That's not what the contest is about. I did explicitly mention that. I had an idea for the Battle Royale thing, but then I remembered it was already in a build grab video. If you have your own spin on it, that's okay. It's alright to have your own spin on it. That's fine. As long as it's meaningfully different enough that like people would think that's interesting. Yeah, exactly, Macro Shaft. Like, for a lot of people, like, I know most creators just ended up in the position where their channel or whatever can support them. It's not their fault for continuing to do something that supports them. Like, I would maybe suggest that they shouldn't have dug themselves into a hole like that. It would have been nice to have future-proofed more. But that's not their fault, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like the practice, but I'm not gonna blame them for, like, doing the thing that is their job, you know what I mean? Like, that's wrong. Like, he's probably a perfectly nice guy. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Yes, so Aaron Weber, to answer your question, I am relatively aggressively going to be screening that. That is one of the hard requirements. It's got to be practical for normal gameplay. There's no like cool in theory but doesn't work at all in practice. It's about practical builds. In fact, I think that was one of the first words I said. How about streaming on YouTube a screen? I'm streaming on Twitch right now while you're streaming on Twitch. Would that be possible? I actually don't know if that's allowed. Now, I do want to note something really quickly. You said some people do it. You should keep in mind that a lot of people break this rule, and like Twitch just doesn't really enforce that much. But like, you can get kicked out of your contract for doing that. So it's very unsafe for your career to do it. It's like, it's not a good move, but But yeah, I've seen people do that. I actually don't know. So the restriction on Twitch is that you can't stream something that you're streaming on Twitch on another platform at the same time. Can you stream something else on a different platform at the same time? Huh. Because I was actually thinking of a variant of this where if I were to play like Magic Arena, we could play another turn-based game on another stream and stream it to a different platform. And like, it's not the same content. Isn't that okay? You know what I mean? Like, they get content exclusivity for 24 hours on Twitch, but like, it's not the same content. So surely that's fine, right? Like, I don't know. Like I that's a weird question. And it's also like, to give you another example, let's say I'm streaming here and Callie, right, is in the background right here. What if my girlfriend Anna films Callie and I'm in the shot streaming and then streams that somewhere else? Surely that's allowed. You know what I mean? Like that's not the same content, right? But it includes the same content. You know what I mean? So it's weird. And yet if you think about that, it's like practically speaking, how can they not allow you to do that? You know what I mean? So it's very weird. Again, it's the kind of thing that like I would want to be careful not to push the envelope there. But I feel that this is something that like it's not the same content, so I don't see like I read the contract and this is unambiguously allowed. So go figure. Yeah, so I hope that makes sense. It's a good question. It's an interesting question, something I thought of too. I'm guessing Battle Royale is Star Chart builds, not 1 to 2 hour survival type builds. Well, I said normal gameplay, so whatever you interpret as that. Again, the reason a lot of these qualifications for the FrameWork Battle Royale contest, the reason I left a lot of them vague is that other people, mostly random people, are going to vote on them, not mostly me. I'm only going to remove things that are just like totally off the mark, or like there's no point in. So like, for example, I received only one so far that I've just kicked out because there's no synergy at all. It's literally just the normal loadout with like some good weapons. And even in the description of the loadout, the person admitted that like there's no particular reason for it to be these weapons. Like that's just not what, like that doesn't hit any of the things we asked for. That one, there's no point in showing people that. It's like, it's just the normal build for the frame and a few weapons. It doesn't have any synergy at all. So, I mean, that's like, but that was like really extreme. There have been plenty of builds that like, I've received a couple, for example, that they're not that heavily synergistic, but they are really pursuing like the accessibility thing. Like I've received a couple of Zero Forma setups that are really using that limited space very carefully and using the limited space to create something powerful without like pushing the envelope too far, considering that they have no Forma, so they can't fill out the whole build. Those are actually really smart. I think a lot of those people would really enjoy. So like, that's not what I was looking for. I don't find that interesting, but it's not just about me. Like, it's meant to be a general contest. I'm only screening things that are just totally unrelated to the, or like things that didn't follow the rules. For example, like if someone submits a video, but it's 15 minutes, like no. If somebody submits a, like a text thing, but it's like a million miles long. No. By the way, there have been none of those. They've all been really respectful of the time allotted. I really appreciate that. But again, like the worst thing that happens is I just reject it. It's no big deal. Like, just go ahead and submit. I say go for it. Like, it's too limited. I'll just say so. It's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Can we submit more than one setup? Please only submit one. Is there a limit to how much practical jank contestants can incorporate into an entity? I don't know how to answer that question. Jank it up. As long as it's actually useful, I think it's fine. Tiger Stripe, this is the Lodestar armor set. It's the 1,000 day login reward, so you'll have to forgive me. It's not very accessible. I actually got this, I think the day I got Gauss. And I was like, wow, it works really, look how good it looks. Cool. We just slapped it on there and leave it there till it rots off. Benjamin, you said, are you afraid of playing games as a job will take the fun out of playing them? No, not at all. In fact, I've actually had the opposite experience. I got burnt out on Warframe and didn't like it, and making videos about it made me like it again. In fact, the only reason I play Warframe is because I do it for work. I genuinely enjoy it, but I enjoy it because I have lots of things I can share and enjoy doing with all of you on it, not in it of itself. Like, it's a game I did really like, but I played like 300 hours of it and played it to death, and that's not like forever, but it's a lot of time. I played everything that was in the game, and then when I started making videos about it, I really enjoyed it again. And it's been something that has had a very positive relationship with me playing. A lot of people get really burnt out playing something all the time. I'm kind of the opposite way. I'm a very picky person, so if I find something I like, I tend to focus on it a lot. I don't play very many games at once, you know. So no, it's actually the opposite for me. That is a common thing people ask creators in general, and I think it's true for most creators, that like making their game a job is a mistake and they get burnt out. But I love it. It's perfect. In fact, it actively makes me enjoy the game more. In this case, can you give some examples on what you consider impractical? I have a very cool but a bit clunky combo. I'm worried it might fall into the impractical category. I mean, is it usable? Is it useful? Like, that's all. I would say clunky is okay if it's justified. So for example, I'm going to give a quick example from a submission that I got. If I can find, I probably don't have a Nyx loadout. Of course I don't. Anyway, I also don't have the Broken Scepter, but I received a Nyx loadout that is not this. This is just like a random Nyx loadout for experiments. But it was an assimilate Nyx loadout. And part of the tech was that it was using the Broken Scepter and Equilibrium, so that when you walk over a corpse in Assimilate, you can drain it, and because of Equilibrium, no matter what type of corpse it is, it gives you energy, which extends Assimilate. And then you use Synth Fiber to make sure you can always take the Health Orb. That's like, it's clunky, but the idea of making the Broken Scepter more useful by using it on a frame that can just like hunker down on top of a body and be like unkillable, even if moving very slowly, that's actually pretty smart. Like, it's clunky, it's not like that powerful, but like, that's a good idea. Like, it's fine. Like, and I'll let the community decide whether that's good enough, you know what I mean? From my perspective, it's like, yeah, I mean, I think that's a little on the weekend, but like, it's not a bad idea. Like, it's a pretty good idea. I just, like, it might not be the most exciting thing in the world, but it's still a clever example of like how to make something like the Broken Scepter really good, or at least as good as it's going to be, you know. So that's clunky, but it's not like, it's not bad, you know. Sorry, I heard something funny. Anyway, I enjoyed that one. I thought it was cool. So I hope that was a useful example. Like, I thought that was an interesting one. That wasn't most of the submission. I only used that as an example because that wasn't like the primary thrust of that submission. But it was cool. So I hope that helps. Yeah, Aaron, thank you for your enthusiasm for it. I have a question. When I get hit by corrosive procs, those actually strip my armor permanently during the rest of the mission? Against Warframes, corrosive procs actually do expire. The duration of a corrosive proc on a frame, I kind of forget. I'm sure the wiki has that, so we can go check. Corrosive Warframe. It's probably like 8 seconds or something. But yeah, it wears off. It is 8 seconds. Solid guess. Look at that. Yeah, on a Warframe, it wears off in 8 seconds. So no, it's not permanent. In fact, as far as I know, it actually like also doesn't stack. I don't know that for sure, but I've never experienced like my armor being like repeatedly stripped by an enemy. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing, but anyway. But yes, it has a limited duration. Have you finished leveling the Exceltra? I mean, I've finished forming it out as much as I think is relevant. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's a great thing. It is a thing that is powerful. And this is what I recommend. Its problem is that its status is not great, but it does have pretty respectable fire rate, so all you need to do is benefit from a status effect that you don't need to proc very often, like Viral, and it's got great crit, so it's perfect for 100 munitions. So I don't know, this weapon is great. One of those weapons where, like, the build that you're obviously led to, like, if you think through, like, what would be a good build for this, it's just perfect. Like, it's like the weapon was designed for the build that's on it. Now, personally, no offense to my dear developers at Digital Extremes, but I don't think that's they actually did that. Like, I think it's a coincidence, because there are a lot of weapons where, like, you load up the weapon and it's like, this weapon seems to defy a clean build. Like, it seems to fly in the face of having an easy, understandable, normal build. So I don't think this is, like, planned. I don't think they designed the weapon this way. Forgive me, developers, if you did. I'm sorry for insulting your hard work, but I don't think you did. I think it's a coincidence, which I think is probably a good thing, but, like, just for the record. Anyway, Cuber, Gauss is done building. Welcome back. I'd be concerned if armor rotted off after a while. What is it even made of? Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing Warframes are made of. Well, maybe not. Now we just need an ultra primed ammo drum to make it work. Yeah, I was gonna say, now you just need all the ammo in the universe to keep it fed. Yeah, this thing doesn't have very high ammo stores, and it does use ammo pretty fast, so just be careful of that. Okay, now we will swap to Twitch and do the Night Wave. Let's do those things. First of all, how are we doing here? Normally I don't care at all about view count, but I do want to know. 78. Okay, cool. We are going to Twitch. I need to retitle the stream on Twitch, and then we will head over there. I understand if some people, like, really don't enjoy watching Twitch. I actually don't know why, but I respect that. But if it's something you just normally don't enjoy, give it a try. My stream is a little bit different. I hope that I've demonstrated that we're very decidedly focused on interacting. It's not really about just quietly playing the game. That has its place. Some people enjoy that. But, like, there's plenty of people doing that. There's no need for someone else who does that. So I'm doing something else. I'm going to change my stream title because I was going to focus on farming the Universal Syndicate medallions, but now we're going to do that Nightwave thing. So, Nightwave is happening. Nightwave episode 4. And boop. Excellent. Okay, so allow me to link Twitch, and then we will head over there. I need to, it'll be down for like 30 seconds or so because I need to switch out the YouTube server stream key for my Twitch server stream key. Again, that will take like probably at the most 30 seconds. So there will be a slight delay, and then I'll see you in chat. So thank you for watching here on YouTube. We probably won't stream much more this week because Twitch drops is helping the Twitch view counts a lot, and I don't want to burn people out. And my channel, which again, we'll talk about that on Twitch. But once that period ends, we will stream on YouTube a little bit more, and spicy. Okay, we will talk soon. Space Lord Nerhe, thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard. We are on our way to you. Meet me on Twitch in 30 seconds. Boop. Link is also in the description. I will see you all very soon.